Good morning and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. Today I'm taking you sourcing with me in Oklahoma. Specifically, this video is going to be about Halloween. Now I'm doing all kinds of sourcing today, but on the Halloween specific items because it is the last week of September. I think it's the 27th today, and this video will be out in 2 weeks, I think. So it'll be October, so you can still use it for all the Halloween tips. However, you won't be able to FBM any Halloween stuff anymore. So you're gonna need to FBM everything. It's still meltable season until October 16th. So any candy and meltable type of thing would need to be FBM'd anyways, but specifically costumes and all that kind of stuff is gonna be FBM. Now for me personally, I do scan at like Marshall's, and if I find anything, I'll let you know there, but like napkins and like party type things, but I don't usually do any kind of Halloween stuff outside of Walmart. So main today is going to be Walmart Halloween. I don't even know if I introduced myself, so I'm going to add it here in case I didn't. My name is Nikki Kirk. I've been selling on Amazon doing retail arbitrage for 7 years, and it is the longest job I've had, my most fun job I've had. I absolutely love shopping, so somewhere where I can shop and make money at the same time is a win-win, and I love it, and that's why I make these YouTube videos, to encourage you to try it too, because anyone can do it. It is hard work, but it is a lot of fun and rewarding working for yourself. So my car is in the shop. I've not even had it 2 months, and it just totally died. They don't even know what's wrong with it. It got towed back to the shop. So I'm back in the truck, which, funny story, the whole reason I finally got the car was because I was driving the truck to Oklahoma City on a freeway, like on a toll road. It was like 5 in the morning, so not a lot of cars were on it. The whole thing just died, the truck, while I was driving it. So I was able to like take it off to the side. Didn't need any coffee that day. It was all adrenaline rush. So anyways, I like was able to get it restart and continue on, but I can't do car stuff. Like, that's my one downfall. I can handle pretty much anything except for car stuff. So when cars don't work, don't like it. So hopefully they fix whatever the issue is with the Tahoe, because I'm gonna be missing it. There's only so many stores in this town that I'm in, so I mean, I have more than enough room in the truck. I've sourced here before, but yeah, it is nice having all that Tahoe room. Last thing before I head into the Walmart this morning is, if you didn't know, you can actually text me. Yes, it's me. It's right on my phone. It's not my real like number personal number, but it's a number in a software where you can text me. It's me answering them. I'm going to put the number on the screen here. There's also in the video show notes a link where if you're watching on a mobile phone, it literally just takes you right to your messaging app and you can text me. And any questions you have, yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far. So go ahead and text me. All right, I'm gonna head into Walmart and we will see what we find. All right, so first thing in the store was a wall of candy. So I went ahead and I scanned the candy, and here's some tips on candy. The first thing is you got to scan the fronts. Like, you can scan the UPC and you'll get one listing, and maybe it's one Amazon's on, or it'll probably be the best listing for it, but it won't make any profit. So you want to scan the front like you're scanning, taking a photo, and you'll find bundles. But then when you find the bundles, you want to be aware of who the brand is on the bundle. So as you can see, there's 3 here. One is the Branches. Yeah, I said that right, I think. And then there's 2 other ones who are brands that sellers have made. They're trademarked brands. Sellers got registered on Amazon to create listings for themselves. So the first one has only one seller on it, which is likely the seller, the brand. And so that is a red flag because you could get IP or counterfeit if you were to list on it. The second one though has 3 other sellers. So that tells me that maybe that seller doesn't enforce their brand or something. And since there's other sellers on it, either way, it's kind of risky. So you could do it, just know that there's the risk that you could get counterfeit. So I don't recommend going deep on your first buy with that if you're just testing it out. I always test everything. Even today, still 7 years later, any new product, I test it out. I buy 4 to 6, sometimes 12. It just depends on a variety of factors for the item, how big it is, how much it is to prep, how much it costs, all that kind of stuff. But I test. Then I found another one. So this one, the packaging has changed, which is not a big deal. The item is the same. However, the ounces are different. So here is 9 ounce and the listing is 10 ounce. Now again, most likely a customer won't notice, but if they do, they can leave you bad feedback. And if you sell the wrong product on the wrong listing, that feedback is going to be real hard to get taken off of your account. So everything is risk. Here's another candy example. So the one at Walmart has 300 pieces. The one on Amazon has 315 pieces. Again, will a customer notice? You don't know. Somebody, Karen in the office might want 315. So you just never know. So it's a risk. I don't do it. I wouldn't do it, but the other thing on candy is you want to see anything that's new. So there were these green ooze or goos, I can't remember what they called it on the packaging, but here it is, green Snickers, green Twix. So that's new this year. Last year it was Halloween. It was glow-in-the-dark wrappers, and those did make money. So the green, here's the thing about the green though. I'm guessing that unless children are getting candy at home ahead of Halloween, I don't think they actually know about it yet. So it could be popular later on when the kids know about it and demand their green candy. I don't know. Or it could just not become popular. So this one currently is not popular, but yeah. And then the last little bit about candy, and it goes for all holiday candy, you either have to be in early or out late. So if you get in early, it's going to make more profit. But if you get, then you'll see there's like a U. So it'll be high profit. Then every other seller starts dropping the price, thinking they're going to win the buy box. Then those sellers sell out, and then it starts going back up to those high sellers. So it could be that green Halloween candy is popular around Halloween when kids start to see it, or I don't know who wants green candy, but who knows. Yeah, so it could become more popular. I do not recommend going deep in Halloween, holiday, Christmas candy. Test it out, test 4 to 6, because sometimes those 4 to 6 won't even sell. And last year, probably the year before, I'm going to really try my hardest not to do it this year, because even I get caught up in the profit when it's high profit when you first scan it. I was literally giving away holiday candy after, it was like in January and February, not giving it away, but selling it for break even or losing money. You can keep on holding it, and it really does. You can sell like candy corn all year round, like that kind of stuff. It does happen, but I had them in FBA. It was coming multiple season. I had to get rid of them. So anyways, just something to know about really kind of all holiday stuff, but the candy specifically in early, or you're going to have to hold it and be out late. Okay, now we got to the costume part of the sourcing, and you guys, Halloween takes forever, kind of all seasonal stuff, but it takes so long to scan. It's like when you first started scanning and you scanned and you scanned and you scanned and you found nothing. That's what happens every year. So if it's not for you, skip it over. I love Halloween. It's really, you can get some really good profits on it. So I take the time and 3 hours later, scanned the costumes. So I typically will skip over any of the like generic brand, Walmart brand or whatever, Target brand. I'll skip over those and go for just the branded costumes personally, because they're more likely to be on there. You can find some costumes that are generic on there. I always scan the fronts of the package, the photo of the child or adult wearing the costume, because that's typically the exact same photo that is on Amazon. So that's the easiest way to do it. The UPCs almost never, I don't know if I've ever had a UPC scan for the Halloween costumes. I touched on this earlier, but I'm sending in my Halloween stuff this week. It's the last week of September, FBA, but after this week, I will be only FBMing. So by the time this video comes out, Halloween is not over. You can still make profit on Halloween stuff, but you're now gonna have to FBM it because the cutoff for FBA Halloween, it would have to get to the warehouse, process through the warehouse, a customer order it, get to the customer before Halloween, and your odds are not good. The cool thing about costumes is that most of them come back every year. So I know ones in past years that I have sold and done well, and so I looked them up again. The thing is that I delete my products after like 4 to 6 months after I'm done selling it. I delete them from Seller Central. However, they still live on in Sellerboard. So, and even in Inventory Lab, but I use Sellerboard. So in Sellerboard, I was on my app looking up the costumes to grab the ASINs so that I could look them up on Keepa. What happened, and it's so annoying and it took even longer, is for whatever reason, only one size of a costume would show up on Amazon in the seller app. And so I'd have to go to Keepa to look at the variations. So at the bottom of Keepa, you go scroll over and there's variations, and you can click and scroll through to see all the different variations, the different sizes. Sometimes if it's a costume that's like, let's say, what's a brand? Paw Patrol. Sometimes they might all be all the different characters of Paw Patrol be on one product page, so you'll have a bunch of different variations. So that's what happened a lot. So between trying to find the ASIN, looking up the variations, it's not for everyone, but for those who stick it out, there's some high profit. Okay, there's so many things on costumes. I have like a whole note of what to tell you about costumes. Okay, so there's a price all over all of them. And not only that, the ones that are packaged and you don't think you gotta open, but you still gotta open and put a sticker. Here's these black stickers. Where am I gonna put it? Boop. Black stickers of what I use to cover up prices. I've used them for years. I think someone in one of my groups told us about them maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I've used them ever since. They cover prices. They cover that Walmart exclusive. They cover whatever you want it to cover. Only the black work. I've tried the red, they don't work. So I just have a bunch of red for no reason. So they don't work, the red. Only the black, the white or see-through. Don't try and get fancy, just go black. And you can like actually, I've never had a problem of a customer peeling it off or noticing the price. Never. I've never actually heard of anyone who uses them. Becky uses them too. Never heard of anyone having any problems with that. So don't worry about that part of it. Just cover that price. So here's an example I saw while hunting down costumes today of a customer who's pissed. Do I say pissed on this channel? I don't know. That they bought this product and it has the price on it. You guys, do not leave the price on it. Okay, so here's the thing about Walmart. The ones that are packaged. You don't think you just got to undo the thing, put the sticker over, call it a day. No. There's a hang tag in the armpit that has the price. It's kind of a lot. It takes a lot of prep. I prepped some last week. I'm going to prep some this week. So because they take so much prep, they have to be worth it on the profit. Odds are it's probably going to go down in price. Some of the hot ones could go up in price as we get closer to Halloween, but just always assume it's going to go down in price. And so you got to factor in how much prep it's going to take to prep the costume. So don't forget that little hidden hang tag. Other things with costumes, every year something slightly different. And not only that, every year there's going to be one Little Mermaid at Target. There'll be a different Little Mermaid at Walmart. So you need to make sure that everything matches. I had to take some costumes back this week because it was Mario and Luigi, and I thought they matched. But then when I got home, I noticed that the one on Amazon has little white gloves. The one at Walmart does not. So I can't sell on that listing because people are going to be mad when the costume doesn't come with everything. So you want to see everything the costume comes with and make sure that one you're looking at in the store has that. Also, the details on the costume. So in this example, there's Ariel at Walmart and there's Ariel on Amazon. There's like a little ruffle happening right here that is not at the one at Walmart. If I was like I can't think of a word. I would never sell that because I don't care that a customer might not notice it. I care. It's not the same. Costumes are so overly priced for the cheapness that they are anywhere, that I would notice. Like if I thought it came with something, I would be going back to Amazon to look. So I know I would notice. Maybe that's why I would never do it. But when you're paying $80 for a costume that you get and it's just cheap feel, because it's cheap, then you're gonna notice the things that are missing. That's what I think anyways. Here's another example, the Sleeping Beauty at Walmart, Sleeping Beauty at Amazon. Let me know if you can spot the differences, because you really need to look at those differences. This just is a tip for everything, but I saw this in the store. I thought it would be great to show you. Everything needs to be new, especially holiday time. This thing is probably a gift, not Halloween, but Christmas. Everything you're buying, just think it's going to be a gift. It needs to arrive to the customer in the best possible quality, because they're going to wrap it up and give it to someone, right? So this example, these are discolored. So I would leave this one behind and just get the ones that are new, nice, pristine condition. The last tip on costumes is that you will start to notice certain categories or brands that make money where the profit is. And I'm not going to give it away, but I know I'm going on this aisle and this area, and you will get to know what is making money the more you scan. I scan inflatables, I scan the kitchen baking type stuff. So with inflatables, same thing. So every year it's different. So every year the Baby Yoda is holding a different pumpkin or whatever. Jack Skeleton holding a different thing. So you got to make sure it matches. Actually, last year on clearance, so this is a tip for this year, I got 50% off whatever inflatables were at that Walmart the day after Halloween. And so I held them all year. I didn't go super deep. I think I only had like 12 total. But those now, no one can find them this year. So those are selling for more. So I typically don't say to do that, but I'm going to do it again this year because I have the room to store them and I have the money to store them. So if you're limited on capital, I wouldn't recommend buying Halloween clearance and holding for next year, especially if this is your first Q4, because for Q4, you want as much product in the warehouse as possible by Black Friday, because that stuff is gonna sell. And if you don't have a lot of stuff in stock, it is going to be slow sales for you, because your stuff will sell out fast and you'll be kind of stuck if you don't have any more capital to go buy more stuff. So definitely don't buy and hold if you cannot afford to. But I am gonna buy inflatables again this year and hold, because I haven't found a single one this year that makes any money, but my ones last year are selling and making money. I pretty much just skip over the generic stuff, the Walmart brand stuff, and I only scan anything name brand. For Halloween, this will go for Christmas too. You can find stuff, there is stuff that's Walmart brand that's on Amazon, but in general, like the time versus scanning aspect of finding something, it's not worth it for me. But maybe it's worth it for you. They are on there, so I don't want to say not to do it, but I just don't do it. Here is a freebie for you, because I don't do canned stuff just yet. I'm a little scared of not caffeinated, it's carbonated stuff. I don't know why. Probably don't need to be. But anyways, it's here at Walmart, special one if you want to grab it. And the other thing I forgot to say is, I don't know if you can see it, but these are the shirts I have made. So you can grab them at yoursellingguide.com/shirts. There's Sorry Can't Q4. There's Sorry Can't sourcing for the rest of the year. I'm wearing like the boat neck, rolled cuff, whatever. There's men, there's women's, there's sweats, there's hoodie. I don't know. Yeah, there's hoodies, there's sweatshirts, there's all kinds of stuff over there. So definitely, if you get it, tag me, let me know. Tag me Your Selling Guide on Instagram, or post on Facebook and tag me. I would love to see you. And if you see me out and about, I'll be wearing this. That is it for my Halloween sourcing tips video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to join the Bolo group. I definitely shared Bolos in the Bolo group while sourcing Halloween. So check it out. You're welcome to join. It's year-round, so you can join for Q4 still. Even though the Q4 group closed, it hit its capacity in 3 days. That's closed for the year, but the regular Bolo group is still there, and I would love to see you there. And let's make some money this Q4. Until next week, happy sourcing.